You're engaged, you're going to be married. What's wrong with kissing or even having you're married? What's wrong with that? There's certain lines that you just don't cross. And by not crossing those lines, having those kind of relations before we're married, I am building trust in Anna, knowing that after we're married, she can trust me with anything.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? It's May 13th. It's beautiful here in Minnesota. I am going to try to get outside at some point, get some exercise, and enjoy my life for a minute. It's been a busy few weeks. If you are not abreast of what's going on, we have been extensively covering everything that's been going on with Josh Duggar, and I again do apologize to all of my subscribers who are used to a variety of different content. This has definitely been a very big project to undertake this story, and it's left me with not a lot of time for anything else. But later today, I will be getting in a story about the Snowdens from Seeking Sister Wife, which many of you have asked about since I had covered a RO or a TRO that had been taken out against Ashley and Dimitri Snowden a few weeks ago, and we have an update related to that. I hope to also cover some other topics. If there's anything that you want to see on this channel, make sure you drop a note below and let me know. A couple weeks ago, actually, 2 weeks ago today, Josh Duggar was picked up by the feds. Well, not really. He dropped himself off to the feds. Kind of the same difference because they had this document that said he had to. And he was put into the Washington County Detention Center and indicted on 2 counts of possessing and receiving CSAM. So Josh has a lot going on. He is facing about 40 years total with both charges, and he's in a world of trouble. The Duggars have all had a variety of statements that they have made, and one person in particular has been particularly quiet throughout all of this, and that has been Anna Duggar. A lot of people are wondering how Anna is doing, what's going on with Anna, is she okay? There was talk last week that Anna was really frustrated and angry because she believes Josh when Josh says that she is innocent. There are a variety of different stories going on Anna's opinions and what Anna is going through and whether or not Anna is going to divorce him and what she thinks is true and what she doesn't think is true. But she yet hasn't really made a public statement. So the rumors are last week was that she was blaming the Biden administration for setting him up. She also was believing that the information was planted by someone. Josh Duggar was telling Anna that it was a shady ex-con that put this on his computer or downloaded it onto his computer. And there's also been some suggestion that he claims that someone else sent it to him and he didn't know what it was until he opened it. There's a variety of different statements coming out about what Josh is telling Anna, but the reality is that whatever's happening, Josh is misleading Anna about the gravity of what is going on and not being truthful about his conduct. There's been a lot of people coming out that have from the past basically alleging that this problem with Josh has been years in the making, and a lot of people in the area have not been at all surprised that he is finally being arrested for this. They're also kind of shocked that it took this long because it's been a well-known secret or rumor in the community that Josh is just doing not very good things. We've been patiently waiting for Anna to say anything, right? And she hasn't. And I've said repeatedly that it's highly unlikely that she says anything publicly as long as this case is open because she is the spouse of Josh and she is not going to want to at all interfere with his defense. Anything that she says could be potentially used against him because she is a spouse, and because of her relationship with Josh, anything that he tells her is considered privileged, and if she were to share that, then she is breaking that privilege and then it can be used against him. So she is more than likely, for legal purposes, going to want to keep her mouth shut because she doesn't want to have to be pulled onto the stand and have to testify against him. As long as she maintains that privilege and doesn't say anything, she can't be forced to testify against him because of her relationship and their marriage. a couple days ago, a Duggar Snark page on Instagram, Duggar Bates Confessions, grabbed a photo that Anna had posted onto her stories. So basically what happened was, it was on Sunday in the evening where Anna suddenly posted a photo of Josh playing chess with his son Michael. And immediately people were like, oh my gosh, is Josh at the big house? This is totally a violation. What is she doing? Why is she posting a photo of Josh with his son Michael? As soon as she put it up, she also then deleted it not long after, making some people believe that it might have been an accident, but still questions remained about why she posted this photo. A quick look at her Instagram stories show that the photo was actually taken 73 weeks ago. So Josh was actually not at the big house, but the photo was deeply dug, like the photo was deep into this family night series that she had shared on Instagram. So it's odd that the photo was reshared to the story, and it was not shared as a reshared photo. It was just shared as a brand new photo. It's so odd. So Anna had shared a photo with Michael and with Josh, and then people were like, whoa, Anna, like, what is with you? Like, that's so tone deaf. Like, read the room, Anna. Why are you posting a photo of your son with your husband who's literally facing all of these serious charges? Like, does anyone really want to see the human side of Josh? Are you trying to show us the human side of Josh? Do you just miss Josh? We don't, and we won't know for certain why it was shared. And maybe she did take it down because, hey, maybe she realized that it looked bad, or maybe it was an accident. Who knows? So that's like all we've seen from Anna since all of this has been released. I did look back at some of Anna's posts over the last several months, which cued me into the fact that she might have known that things were coming up. A couple of her posts had been really about spending time with her family, being grateful of the time that she was spending with her family. A year ago, for Josh's birthday, for his 32nd birthday, the Duggars hosted a huge party for him at their house where everyone sang happy birthday to him. Jim Bob led everyone and joked about, 32 years and counting.
And 32 and counting.
Wow.
So let's sing happy birthday.
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Out the door, channel 54.
But then this year, the response for Josh was quite a bit different, with simply like Anna posting a photo that basically said, happy birthday, Joshua. I love being by your side. Looking forward to what the next 33 years have in store for us. So it was a very stark contrast to what she had shared the previous year when she had shared all of these pictures and photos and this party. So there was a definite difference, and then there was also a difference with the Duggars in terms of their wish of a happy birthday, and I think they just did like a story to Josh, and it was like, happy birthday, Josh. So clearly people had an idea that this was coming, and there may have been some sort of differences. There might have been some cues that the indictment or the grand jury was about to happen. I do think in a way they were probably preparing this for months, knowing that this was ongoing and coming up. So I did look back into Anna's Instagram, which, by the way, the Instagram is a shared account by the two of them, and I found a post from 2 days after the raid happened, which I think is very eerie considering what Josh is facing. It says, it's in a quote, it says, what we believe about God's word defines whether or not we live according to God's word. What am I believing today? And then the quote below, it says, what we believe about God's word defines whether or not we live according to God's word. Good question for reflection. What am I believing today? Was this a subtle thing to Josh? What are you living by God's word? Is this Satan in your heart again? What's going on with you? Or was it just a Bible passage? Honestly, it seems very suspect to me because it's 2 days after the raid, and it's 2 days after Josh finds out from the feds that they are searching him, and they tell him what the investigation is for at the very end of it. They know that this raid has happened. They testified in court that the raid happened on November 1st, and by November 3rd, she's posting, are you living by God's word? So obviously Anna has been knowing about this whole time. Whether or not she actually believed it remains to be seen. Is Anna leaving Josh? Not at this time. From what I've been told, she is still very much in Arkansas, and is also in the area. So I don't know if they're staying at the property or not. The Duggars' house was very empty in the last few days. They have all of their blinds closed, and they have their car and a bus sort of lined up by the house so that you might not be able to see people walk in and out to get to the cars to avoid paparazzi. I don't know if they've actually left, but they have not been outside. I don't know that them being outside is an indication that they are not at home. Ginger did write that when the first scandal happened in 2015, the Duggars fled in the middle of the night and went to somebody's property further out in the country where they could stay and not be seen by paparazzi. So I don't know if the Duggars are at home. Anna is at home from my understanding. And obviously there's still so much we don't know. Is Anna going to leave him? I don't know. Is she going to divorce him right now? I don't know. Right now at this point, no, she's going to stand by him and believe him. It's a long, convoluted story, but at some point, if she decides, she has to get there herself. So what do you think about the posting of the photo? Do you think it was an accident, or do you think she wanted to maybe see how it would go over and then realizing it was a mistake, she deleted it? Do you think one of her kids might have done it? It just seems odd to me. Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.